Hey guys, what's going on? Garanax here, bringing you another video on 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. So we got the final boss TAIZOO in today's update. It's a pretty easy final boss. The hardest difficulty is only extreme, and the CC requirement is only 140,000. So in this video, let's break down the passives and talk about the team that I use for scoring top 1%. So all of them are immune to freeze, petrify and stun, and they are also immune to effects which decreases stats. That means any attack, defense or HP related stats debuff will not work on them. In phase 1, all of them will also have a buff. TAIZOO will buff himself on the second turn, TAIZOO will buff everyone on the third turn, and Weilo will buff everyone on the fourth turn. In phase 2, all of them have a stance on the second turn. What's interesting is that they will also take 150% more damage from female heroes. So this is something that we'll take advantage of. So this is the team that we are using: Blue Giant Dian, Matrona, Blue King and Mamas on the sub. Blue Giant Dian will be the main damage dealer because she has an AoE Rupture skill which deals double the damage against buffed enemies. This works amazingly well in phase 1 because they will keep buffing themselves for 3 turns. Matrona for her ability to remove buff on rank 2 and cancel stances on rank 3. Removing buffs will give you a lot of points, especially TAIZOO will give each of them 4 buffs. Removing all of them will give you a ton of points. Matrona's passive is also very crucial, which increases the giant's basic stats by 25%, so she will give Dian a huge boost. King is mostly a filler unit. He is a fairy, so that will complete one of the missions, which will give you 160 points. He also has a heal to keep your entire team alive, although you won't actually be taking too much damage. Also, we'll be utilizing King's ult for faster clearing as well, because his ult has Shatter which ignores resistance. Mamas is simply here for his passive to boost the HP of the entire team. When you clear the stage with higher HP, that will give you more points. In terms of ult level, Dian is 1-6, Matrona is 1-6, King is 6-6 and Mamas is 6-6. For gears, Dian is using attack defense, Matrona is using attack defense, King is on HP defense and Mamas is also HP defense. For food, you can use attack food for faster clearing, or you can also use HP food for higher points. So what you want to do is to prepare Dian and King's ult by the end of phase 1. So going into phase 2, you can one-shot the bosses for a 1-turn clear. On the first turn, save Dian's Rupture card and Matrona's Remove Buff card. Just throw away other cards. TAIZOO will immediately buff himself in this turn. Don't use your Rupture or Remove Buff yet. Save them for the next turn. On the second turn, keep throwing random cards while rushing for Dian and King's ult. Now that TAIZOO has buffed the entire team, use your Rupture card to deal damage and use Matrona to remove their buffs after Dian's attack. On this turn, we can see Weilo buff the entire team again. So use the same strategy, use Dian's Rupture card to deal damage and then use Matrona to remove their buffs. Keep doing this while rushing for Dian and King's ult. If you want to make sure to clear the stage with the highest amount of HP possible, make sure to prepare a rank 2 or a rank 3 heal from King as well. In phase 2, simply heal your team and finish the fight with King's ult and Dian's ult. So that's the strategy and team that I used to get me almost 2,800 points, which at the time of recording is at top 1%. Of course, as the days go by, many players will be able to score higher than this, so it will definitely drop, but I still expect this to keep me within top 5% by the end of the event. So a top 5% will get me all these rewards right here, including King's Cosmetics, which are the rewards for top 70%. That should be pretty accessible to most players. In the shop, always prioritize cosmetics first, and then go for all the gear enhancement materials before moving on to other materials. I hope this video gives you some insights on final boss TAIZOO and the strategy and team that I used to score top 1%, and I hope that after watching this video you can score higher than me. Join my Discord if you wish to discuss more strategy for this final boss or the game in general, link will be in the description below. And as always, like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. That's it for today, take care and have a great day ahead.